Before we get into the show, check out this message from our sponsor. Hey guys, I just want to give a shout out to the Genie Company for sponsoring the show, because without them, it wouldn't be possible. They have really done a good job of help and support all the things that we try to do here at Such Media. And so there's a couple things I want to just make sure you're aware of. My favorite thing about Genie is the customer service, the communication, and the distribution, because those things are important to me. But there's two things that when talking to them, they felt like would be important. Number one is their home automation partnerships. It's growing every day and they're being more innovative and they are moving fast in this field. So I definitely want you to check those out. And then also the wide array of products. We just actually, we're in our training center, got the 4124 here to install and play with. It's not a motor that we were familiar with because we installed the 3120 HB, but we're trying to mix it up a little bit. We've been talking to our rep for over a year about this model and we love it. So we're actually just placed an order for the new 4124s and you will notice that there's a lot of options on this thing. So you can go from like builder grade all the way up to like Mac Daddy. And there's some features about the 4124 that's unique to just about any other opener.
Good morning.
What's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Like your rig?
Thanks, man.
So we got Adam.
How you doing? Hey, man, how are
He
you?
loves the
Good.
camera. Adam's from AE Door and Window in Cincinnati. Tell us everything we can do better. Baby's got to get some direction, you know?
I heard it was your anniversary.
Oh yeah, it is.
Your anniversary.
Yes, it is my 1 year here and 9 years in the business.
Congratulations. I can't believe they made you breakfast just for that 1 year.
Yeah, no, that's awful sweet of them. Made it for everybody.
I just want to give a little prop to our boy Chris. Y'all keep his dog in your prayers. 3 o'clock this morning, he had to rush his dog to the emergency room. So we talked this morning at like 6 something. I know it's not easy. I appreciate you being here on time.
Absolutely. We started recording today for everybody that didn't know.
Aisha and Robert are going to be the camera man and woman. Is that the proper way to say that? Camera woman.
And then we got Adam Weber in the house.
Adam is kind of who I look up to in the industry. He really takes me in and motivates me and helps me understand to think bigger. We're always sharing wins and motivating each other. So he claims he's here to get some ideas too, but I don't really think. Say, y'all stole that? Y'all stole that? His company's been in existence since when?
1980.
1980. They've been through the heartaches of figuring things out, trying things and not working and whatever. So his company does a lot of community involvement, and that's he's motivated me to shift more of our focus into that direction. So we did a lot more of that last year, and we're going to continue to do a lot more of that.
Hope you'll see our name on a race car one day like this.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see, like, I know back when we took our big new picture of the team, to see where Ryan started out in like a little storage building. I mean, I think your dad started this in his backyard, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, Clopay truck literally pulling in the neighborhood to unload it.
All the neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors helped unload it.
Yeah. Tom ended up not coming with you?
Yeah, he's here.
That must be part of the story.
He can't handle his liquor.
Yeah.
Okay. So his VP of sales is with him.
He was the VP of sales.
Until about midnight. Sounds like we built up a pretty good customer with 5-star Ford, I guess.
Yeah, he is. All four.
Don't just go in behind the other companies and quote or talk like they talk. So we had another commercial door company come in and quote these guys a motor on a high-speed door, but yet the door is falling apart. Brent goes in, points that out, and they're like, yeah, you got our business. Think outside the box. Don't keep your head on a swivel. Don't just be closed-minded.
Builder who got us the lead with the mahogany wood doors out in
Carrollton?
Carrollton. He called me today. He's got another client that wants some high-end specialty doors. Told me, he's like, bro, working with you guys has been freaking awesome. You guys are getting all my specialty work. I told him he could use the showroom whenever he wanted to. got that idea from Matt.
A few contributors there. Joe, Lynn, and Tim all contributed about the same yesterday. So good job, y'all. Cool.
Lynn's not here, but she's off to a good start. We just updated the date for when it actually closed, which was on Sunday. So she's off to a really good start. She's gonna be mad she didn't hear my shout out.
It's recorded.
Yeah, there you go. I like it, documented. But if I say something bad, it's gonna be the same.
Brent has done 1 year with us today, and man, has it been awesome.
He's come a long way, not only as I think a tech, but a leader, and what he's been able to do with the department is pretty impressive. We had him a jacket that he can fly in now. This is his Iron Man jacket.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you had a fourth quarter better than I did the entire time I had the department. So.
We're definitely having problems with getting some products. What we're trying to do, because we have accounts with so many different companies, like Clopay used to be the fastest turnaround. What's happened is that now they're the longest for the most part, and then CHI used to be the longest, and now they're the quickest. We're able to get CHI doors in 6 to 8 weeks, or sooner in some cases, where that same door with Clopay is like unknown. I don't know how you're doing it because you're Clopay only.
The backlog, right, like we told our staff is that right now we're installing what we sold in, April. We tell our people right now we're selling for 4 months from now. So, just prepare your customers that way. Our biggest thing is we had a point where Clopay was able to get us a lot of product. My problem is it's all in the warehouse.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting on $1.5 million in inventory in the warehouse. But yeah, reality is that's it's a problem. If you want to be the $1 billion company that they are, right? You hope that your lead times are better. I mean, I can promise you, a lot of the garage door companies don't want to hear my idea how to fix it. If you buy less than 200,000, just get rid of them. I would close DCs left and right if it was me, but that's
Last night would have been a good time for you to post something like that.
bettered myself and thought, you know what, I would just come down on you for your little post.
Knowing how much you drank last night, I'm surprised you didn't stir the pot after you had a few.
Stay off social
social media. After you have a beer, you guys stay.
We met a lot of people.
Did you?
Yeah. Apparently people from Cincinnati are a big deal.
Really?
Just people wanted to talk to us a lot.
Do you want to see Milton?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can drive out there. I would love to get, feedback from you on everything that you see that you think we might
You
get.
never let them come in here without having Aaron's overhead door, right?
Yeah.
They're not here to sell their brand.
Our biggest problem is they're wearing their own jackets over it.
Yeah, that's not an option. And if you need to base layer them, right? The next layer needs to be you then too, if that's what they're doing. But it's that would be the first thing I'd walk out there and say, hey, it's not an option for you to wear what you want. You wear what I wear. If I go down a layer, it's gonna have AE on it, right?
Yeah.
And if I don't need it, right? I sit in an office, the top floor by myself. And yesterday at the rental car place, the guy stopped us and talked to us about garage doors because we both pulled up to the rental car place wearing AE door stuff.
Yeah.
And he wanted to know, his wife broke the glass in their garage door and he wanted to know how he could get it fixed. But because, I said, well, you're gonna call a different garage door company, we're not from here. I was like, that's a pretty far service call for us.
Born and raised in Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
I'll trade me 95 for 20 any day.
I think, hoodies, right? And you got a good logo, you got a good brand. I think hoodies, we wear full uniform, right?
Yeah.
But in the wintertime, they have the option of the hoodie or the jacket or the Carhartt, the winter hat, the baseball. If our guys come in without a baseball cap on, I can promise you it's coming off their head and another one's going on it. Why logo your truck if you guys aren't gonna be wearing a uniform?
Yeah.
That's my theory, right?
Yeah.
We always wanted to make sure that we buy them stuff that they wear on the weekends when we don't ask them to. I thought that was a hat at first. I thought that was, but I was like, that's
Bro, this is my daughter's cheer team. Daddy loves my cheer team. But I love the hat.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, I was thinking this would be cool. Even on this particular hat though, because I'm weird about my hats. So when I was in car sales, they would only give us 3 shirts. Dude, there's 5 days in a week and I'm here 6. Like there's 5 weekdays and I'm here 6 days. I got 3 shirts. I gotta wash them and I'm here till freaking 9, 10 o'clock every night. When am I supposed to wash clothes? But now I have that same mentality. I'm like, why am I gonna ask my guys to wear 3 shirts and wash them during the week and then come?
So I give them 3 days worth of golf shirts in the building. Salespeople are provided so much each year, so we get a specialty item or 2, right? If it might be the vest. So right now we're with Under Armour, so everything's Under Armour. So they might get a vest. They get like last year they got the bubble like coat. All the salespeople wear them. So if you're not someone that's ever seen by a customer, we gave the long coat or the short coat an option, but we paid 50% of it for anybody like the scheduling office that somebody sits in there. We gave them the option, so we bought 50%. But the installers are giving everything except for the Carhartts. The cards we pay 50%, they pay the 50%, and the
I'm surprised that the $11 is the full fee per person.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't changed. That's what we used to pay 10 years ago.
So we have our Monday, we have our meeting. It's a huddle, 15 minutes. You know, when we had a bunch of guys that were like contractors, like contractor mindset, they hated that. These guys, they love it for the most part. I think there's probably 1 or 2 that wish they could be somewhere else. It helps, like we talk about if we have warranties, we talk about, hey, what caused the warranty? What could we have done different? If it was our fault, then we talk all about those things. If it was the manufacturer thing, we just talk about, hey, it was manufacturing, and we're like, okay. And we talk about our installs for the day, make sure we've got everything that we need. We celebrate wins together, and then we start.
You celebrate losses too?
Yeah, I'll point out some things that we haven't done well.
And like during Christmas time, if we would get a lot like, oh, everybody's holding off on their money. Everybody's holding off on their money. If we keep hearing that from the same 1 or 2 people, then after the meeting, we'll be like, hey, let's go talk.
I'll pull that person in here, or if we have like an issue with 2 employees getting after it, we'll pull them in here and after the meeting and just be like, all right, dude, what happens in the house stays in the house. Spill the beans. Let's go. Like, fire away. And it's crazy because when you hit it head on like that and you deal with it immediately, like as soon as you recognize it as a leader, they'll walk out of here hugging each other and joking 9 times out of 10. Right? But when I started in the car business, the thing was go to the back lot. And that was like anytime we had a dispute over like maybe somebody didn't tell you your customer asked for you when they got there and they sold the car, and then you're like, bro, that was my customer. Like, sorry, bro, they didn't ask for you. And you're like, let me go ask the customer. And they're like, no, you can't do that.
Are you taking, because you have it with Service Titan, are you taking before and after pictures?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So
the salesperson takes the befores and the installer takes the after.
Right. So you have it, right? And I would make them be specific on the pictures you want.
Because if no one ever looks at them, they're still not being checked.
Because we don't have a service, we have a different program. We can't put pictures. We use Evernote, so they put everything in Evernote, and so a lot of the installers look at it before they go out for the day, kind of see what they've got. If there's any issues they think they might run into, if they need lumber. But then, we will look through those. We have them on a board, and we just kind of pull them up throughout the day.
Every now and then in the morning, we'll be like, hey, the spring line looked a little low. We probably need to go back out there.
Right now, with your guys' size, and you're having these meetings Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I was paying attention. If I was you guys, you're having these meetings every morning, right? You're not doing that many installs yet, right?
Right, we could look at them
Look at them every morning or every night before the guys are done. What are you doing tonight?
What you did last night?
Hey, listen, God love you. You did that
Not that bad.
Look at those. I would look at those every morning. If you're going to have this meeting, you're going to take the time to do it, pull them up, and if you see one that's good, right, that I would give that recollection, to those people and give them that attaboy from that.
Yeah.
This is a huge issue that I've had. You can't micromanage me. I'll run, right? But I do like structure and organization. When I've started my businesses, one of the things that I struggled with was I treated everyone like I wanted to be treated, which was give me freedom and let me do my job. When I went up to see you, I didn't feel like you micromanaged, but I heard a saying, inspect what you expect, right? So if you're not inspecting it, then it's no accountability.
Yeah.
So inspect what you expect. Micromanaging is like looking over the shoulder and be like, oh, wait a minute, you're doing that wrong.
Right, it's my name on the line, so.
Yeah.
And so I expect you to give the customers the same that I want, right?
Yeah, we've hired a few new people, and I'm struggling to remember everybody's name.
I'm still throwing out the wrong names.
That's why we have Christmas parties, everyone gets a name badge. Girlfriends and spouses, you know, sometimes they interchange. You can't break both. It's one or the other,
Yeah.
but not both.